So Lakers GM Mitch Kupchak, we've been talking about this for a little while now, had said that he would be willing to make a trade. How real is this possibility, or is this the Nuggets floating it out there to get leverage with the Knicks?
Well, they definitely had discussions. There's no question about that, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Both of these teams are still weighing whether or not they would like to even pursue this type of deal. The Lakers, they're not sure they want to give up on Andrew Bynum. He's been the guy that they viewed as the guy who would take the torch from Kobe Bryant as Kobe begins to age. Jim Buss, Jerry Buss, the owner's son, also the vice president of player personnel, is very much tied to Andrew Bynum, doesn't want to give up on him. He's viewed as his pet project. But other people in the organization are frustrated with the injuries. They didn't like the way Andrew Bynum delayed his surgery in the offseason and missed the first half of the season. Now, the Lakers would be much more inclined to do something like this if they could put Ron Artest in the deal. That's a big if, because Denver really doesn't have interest in him. And Denver's looking at it. We love Andrew Bynum when he's healthy. We like the fact that only 1 year after this is guaranteed on his contract, but it is a health risk, so they want to weigh Andrew Bynum versus what they could get from New York, and still a Houston Rockets team that would be willing to do Carmelo Anthony as a rental. What can they get for him versus Andrew Bynum?
At least they have some leverage now with New York. Anthony has stated his desire to play there, but you look at L.A., he could win a title immediately. His wife is an entertainer. L.A., Hollywood, and all of that, a nice, attractive destination for the family. The overarching question, though, he and Kobe Bryant, USA teammates for a number of years. How would that situation play out in Los Angeles?
I believe they could work together. They did become friends when they played together for Team USA. Kobe has, we know his teammates at times have felt like he's shooting the ball too much, not sharing the basketball. Kobe's always said, well, if you demand the ball, if you want the ball, I'll give it to you. If you produce. Carmelo Anthony would want the ball, and he would produce, and Kobe Bryant would have confidence in him. So I think they would work together.
Would he sign an extension with L.A.?
I believe he would. I haven't heard that from Carmelo Anthony's mouth, but I've talked to people close to him, and they are convinced that he would indeed sign an extension to stay in L.A. As you said, he and his wife have a home in Malibu they bought last summer. Melo wants to be in a big market, whether it was New York. Remember, early in the season, he was talking about, the talk was that he would go to Chicago as well if they had been willing to put together a package. The Lakers, obviously a big stage that he could play.
His wife working for MTV, Lala Vasquez. Does this mean Danilo Gallinari and Landry Fields are potentially out of New York now? They're going to have to sweeten that deal? The
Knicks will have to sweeten it, because this is different from a rental to Houston or even Dallas, where the Knicks felt confident they could still get Carmelo in the offseason as a free agent. If he were to go to L.A., he would stay in L.A., as I said earlier, so the Knicks would not get him. That's a risk they'd have to take. And this is a guy that has wanted to be there all season long, and if they don't get it done, it's not going to look good for the Knicks front office. So two of these guys, Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, and Landry Fields, two of those guys perhaps will have to be in this deal to get it done.
Nice little story for us, post-Super Bowl, but here we got Melo, maybe going to the defending champs. This is great stuff.
It never ends in the NBA anymore. After Melo, we'll move on to somebody else, believe me.
That's right.